Hi, everybody. I am so happy you have joined me in learning about the Isagenix AMPED Performance Line. So I'm going to get started right away. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, I'm going to move me out of the way, move this out of the way. Okay. So, welcome. We are going to talk about the AMPED Performance Line by Isagenix. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself before we get started. I actually graduated from Ithaca College in 1998. I know, I'm old, with a degree in Master's of Science in Physical Therapy. After college, I practiced PT in Pennsylvania before I moved to New Jersey. And in New Jersey, I was the director of physical therapy for 3 different hospitals. And then I became pregnant with twins, and I moved across the country to Illinois, and I stopped practicing physical therapy. But fast forward 6 years, I decided to work towards my personal training certification because that's what I really was passionate about. So I became NSACA CPT certified in 2011. Then I thought, I'm going to open my own gym. Why not, right? So I opened my own gym. I called it Studio T Fitness, T for Tara, and that was in 2013. As a gym owner, I was approached by so many people pitching their systems to me, but none of their systems met what I was looking for. I couldn't find what I was looking for. So I was introduced to Isagenix by my college roommate, Genevieve, in June of 2015. I started working for Isagenix full-time in January 1st, 2016, only 6 months after I started Isagenix. I started my own online coaching business, August 2017. I became Precision Nutrition Level 1 certified November 2017. And this system has changed not only my life, but thousands of other lives. And this presentation today is focused specifically on the AMPED Performance Line. So before we get started, I just want to go a little disclaimer. Your experience with the AMP products may be different than mine or others. We are not claiming that Isagenix will make you win your next competition or race. But what I'm going to provide you is with the science behind the products, why they work, how they work. All people may use the AMP products differently, but in the end, customization of these products to fit your fitness lifestyle is up to you. You do not need to be top-notch athlete to use these products. You can supplement them into your daily exercise routine, even if you only exercise a few days a week. My goal with this presentation is to help you have a better understanding of the AMPED products and to show you how to incorporate them into your workouts. Yes, you have to eat well-balanced fork and knife meals and snacks and drink water to fuel your body for a workout. Isagenix will help supplement your workout to help you perform at a higher level. Other quick notes, I will not be making comparisons with other big name products or systems out there. The fitness industry is worth $75 billion a year, so a lot of money gets put into purchasing performance supplements. My goal of this call is that by the end of this presentation, you have a better understanding of how Isagenix AMP products work and how they can be incorporated into your workouts. And like I said, yes, you have to eat fork and knife meals, snacks, and water to fuel your body before a workout. So there's my good friend Amanda. She is my workout partner, and she is like my best friend. So I'm going to first talk about power, AMPED power. So when do you use AMPED power? You use it before power and strength-oriented sports, which you can see in the parentheses. There are some sports listed. You take power 30 to 45 minutes before a workout with an e-shot. The e-shot has 85 milligrams of caffeine, which we'll go over in a few minutes. And power stays in your system for about 3 hours. It's safe for ages 18 and over. And the way you take it is you just put a scoop in 8 ounces water, shake it up really good, and drink it. So what is in it? We have creatine, L-citrulline, and nitrosigine in there. So let's go over each one of those. Creatine monohydrate basically translates into increase in power and strength and ability to work out longer and harder. So how many of you out there do, work out and want to work out harder? That's what we want, right? Well, this creatine part of power is what helps increase your power and strength and ability to push harder during a workout. And it's also a precursor to ATP, which is needed for muscles to contract. And Power has 3 grams of creatine per serving. L-citrulline provides a pathway for improved blood flow and decreases muscle fatigue. And oh my goodness, if you're working out and your muscles are fatigued, you don't want to go anymore. Well, this component of power helps decrease muscle fatigue, so that's awesome. Nitrosigine brings in the fuel and building blocks to repair muscle and remove the waste products. So a recent study that I read said that women in general have lower levels of creatine than men. So this power, amped power, can help increase lean body mass in women. And you know what? If you increase lean body mass, that's the engine that burns fat. And what woman doesn't want to burn fat, right? Another study showed that creatine offers support in the combat against age-related decreases in bone mineral density. Now, my parents, my dad's 75, my mom's almost 70. I love when they use the Isagenix products. Like my dad uses power before his workout. I mean, how awesome is that? He's 75. And then some falsities about creatine. A lot of people don't want to take creatine because they think it's going to cause bloating, but it's not true. It's not enough creatine. What did I say on this last slide? 3 grams right there on the bottom of creatine is not enough to cause bloating. Don't worry about that. But I'll read that bottom sentence. It says, it is true that it brings water into muscles at the cellular level, but it does not cause bloating. I take power every day. Love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to go into a testimonial from a Division I collegiate athlete, and I'm just going to read it for you here. As a Division I collegiate athlete, nutrition and energy is key to performance. I am extremely thankful to have Isagenix. The AMPED products are amazing and have shown significant effects on my workouts and my practices. First, the e-shots give me the boost of energy I need in order to be my best in the weight room and during team runs. I am able to complete the runs at the top and finish each lift comfortably. Not only do they give me the energy, I have never felt that crash after a workout is finished that most people would feel without e-shots. I also use the Amped Recovery and Hydrate. For a girl who has problems with cramping in the past, the Hydrate and Recover have helped to eliminate cramping during and after trainings. We strength and conditioning train almost every day, and our bodies are constantly put under a lot of stress. However, drinking the Recover and Hydrate have helped to reduce muscle soreness. Because I also sweat a lot during workouts, Hydrates help me put back electrolytes back into my body without all the added sugar, etc. Gatorade would provide. I also drink the Isoline Pro shakes every morning. These protein-packed shakes keep me lean, no freshman 15 for me, as well as being a great source of protein to replenish my body after my hard workouts. The Field Hockey Spring is heavily lifting and running based. Therefore, the Amped products encourage and fuel my body in order to keep up or even be the best in every workout or every run. I believe I am one of the fittest girls on my team because I have the Amped product line in my system. As I mentioned, nutrition and keep your body lean and muscular is important for a Division I athlete to be able to compete and train at the highest level at all times. And with Isagenix, I can happily do that. I love that testimonial. Oh, our brand new product, Amped Nitro. was just released a couple days ago, for goodness sakes, and it's so exciting. So when do you use AMP Nitro? You use AMP Nitro before any workout, whether it be endurance or resistance training, it doesn't matter. Use Nitro before. So when to take it? You take it 30 to 45 minutes prior to your workout, and it stays in your system for 3 hours, and it's safe for ages 16 plus. You mix 1 scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of water. So AMP Nitro's packed solid with some goodness. It has the creatine monohydrate, the nitrosigine, and the L-citrulline that Power has, like we talked about, but it has 3 times more nitrosigine than Power. Then it has 100 milligrams of caffeine from tea leaves. So now you're getting the caffeine aspect, which helps promote alertness, wakefulness, and cognitive performance. Beta-alanine is also in Nitro, and that helps create a buffer in muscles to inhibit the buildup of lactic acid. Have you ever worked out and you feel that like burn in your legs? That's the lactic acid buildup. Well, beta-alanine actually creates a buffer in the muscle. Do you know what that means? That means you can push harder. That means you can push longer. And that's what every athlete wants. It also has betaine. Betaine assists with increasing total repetitions and volume load while supporting increased power and force during training. And it has taurine, which improves performance and protects gaining oxidative stress during exercise. All of this in 1 scoop, and it's watermelon flavor. It tastes like a Jolly Rancher. This is like my new favorite AMP product. So the next AMP product we're going to talk about is Nox. And there's some pictures of me and Amanda and Denise and myself on the bike. Okay, AMP Nox. When to take it. Now this is a little different. This one's a little different. It's ideal for endurance athletes. Not really too much for the resistance athletes. When to take it. It's best to take in 2 to 3 hours before an event. And it stays in your body for 24 hours. So if you're a morning workout person, you may want to take it the night before so that it's still effective when you go for your 5 a.m., 4 a.m. workouts. You can also take it for 6 days prior to a race for like a loading phase. And on that 6th day is when you get that optimal results from the Nox. It's safe for ages 12 and plus, 12 and over. And what you want to do is you want to put it in your mouth, and you want to shake it up first, put it in your mouth, and swish it in your mouth. When you swish it before swallowing, it activates the enzymes and the nitrates. And you do not want to take right after brushing your teeth. Also, the inside of your mouth is an area where things are very easily absorbed into your body. Not only drinking it, but it's also absorbed through your mouth, so that you want to really swish it in there. The nitrates are derived from beets, red celery, spinach, and polypropanols from fruit. And what do nitrates do, Tara? They reduce fatigue of muscles. They help you push through the burn and push harder. I love using Nox on my long bike rides because I honestly feel like I have wings, and I could feel the second it like hits. It's like mine's about 3 hours. My husband's about 2 hours. You can actually feel it start to work. It's amazing. It dilates the blood vessels to allow the nutrients and oxygen to flow better to the muscles, which in essence assists with muscle recovery. One of the rare finds about our Nox is that it improves performance in both anaerobic and aerobic states. So recently we have heard that you can take Nox like just daily. Like as you age, Nox is important for the dilation part of the Nox. So like if you're recovering from a hip surgery and you want the blood flow to get to that hip better to help heal it, Nox is your go-to. You want to drink the Nox every single day. We take Nox every day in our house, every single day. E-shots. Oh, yeah. So a good time to use e-shots is anytime, right? Anyone wants a boost of energy, but you can use them before exercise or whenever you need an energy boost. You usually take them about 30 to 45 minutes prior to your workout. It's safe for ages 16 and over, and you just shoot it down. It comes in 3 different flavors: lemon, lime, yum, pomegranate, apple, yum, and my favorite, raspberry. So what's in it? Because you know those little shots that you see when you're checking out the store? Those aren't healthy. Don't eat those. These are so healthy. They're all natural. No chemicals in them at all. And it's a scientifically supported blend of botanicals. So the caffeine is naturally sourced from green tea and yerba mate. Yeah, I have some friends, wink, wink, that take like 4 of these a day. My recommendation is to take 1 or 2 a day, and they take them with you before your workout, take them during your workout. They're just a 2-ounce container, and they are so effective. Actually, there's my friend there. He has one on. He's riding a bike while taking a. Now, don't do that. Ride a bike, take a picture while drinking an e-shot. Okay. Amped fuel. Amped fuel is next. So when do you take amped fuel? You want to take during activities that are greater than 45 minutes long. It's not a really good product. It's not really effective if you just want to take it for lifting weights. You can take it early in your run or bike if you are exercising greater than 40 minutes. It's safe for ages 16 plus. You know those gel packs they hand out at marathons? That's what this is. And the unique property of our fuel is that it has leucine, which drives muscle protein synthesis. And leucine is a very important branch chain amino acid, or BCAA. Our amped fuel is apple flavored, and I love it. I love the consistency of it. It's kind of like applesauce. It has little chunks in there. I'm not really fond of the consistency or some of the other goos out there, but my amped fuel, I love it. Absolutely love it. So Team Isagenix. I just want to move this again. Okay, let's try moving it back up to the top. Team Isagenix celebrates the extraordinary success of elite athletes in a variety of sports and challenges them to take their performance both on and off the field to the next level. Team Isagenix serves to inspire, encourage athletes and non-athletes alike to make fitness and health a priority with the help of balanced nutrition solutions from Isagenix. Team Isagenix is the elite of the elite athletes, and I am honored to have a few Team Isagenix athletes on my team. So if you're interested in hearing more about Team Isagenix, you can go to www.teamisigenix.com. They're pretty awesome people. Okay, let's go over hydrate. Hydrate is used during your workout. Now, everything we've talked about up to now, we've said before, this is during your workout. Why take it? It has the right mix of sugars and electrolytes to keep your body hydrated while exercising to replace what is lost in sweat. When you sweat, you cannot just replace it with water. You can't. Or something called hyponatremia happens, and that can cause death. So you always have to make sure that you're replacing the sweat loss with the electrolytes and sugars. It's safe for ages 4 and over. It comes in grape, lemon, lime, and orange. My kiddos love it. It's excellent to give your kids during their sports at whatever sport they play. So basically, the moment your blood glucose levels start to drop, it signals your body to stimulate cortisol. And you do not want cortisol stimulation during training. And this is why. What happens when your cortisol levels are high? Sleep is impeded, and it impedes muscle repair and slows muscle recovery. Well, heck, you don't want that if you're an elite athlete or you're just working out. You want the cortisol levels not to go high. So you definitely want to use hydrate, especially on really hot days in the summer. Whenever you're sweating, you have to replenish with hydrate during your workout. So there up at the top right here are my 2 little guys. They're twins, and they are eating amped hydrate popsicles that I made for them. And here's my friend Amanda with her son and her daughter working out and drinking some hydrate. Recover, amped recover. When to use? You use it before and after a workout. And I'm going to explain that in a minute because you're like, recover before? I'll explain that. So you want to take it either pre-exercise, about 30 to 45 minutes, or if you're taking it right after exercise, you want to take it within 15 to 30 minutes of stopping exercise. It's safe for ages 16 and over. So why would you use a recover product before you exercise? Let me tell you. When you exercise, your body uses branched chain amino acids. Therefore, you end up after exercise with a net negative branched chain amino acid by the end of the exercise. So if you take recover before your exercise, your body is using the branched chain amino acids from the product and not using it from your muscles. So the results is a smaller net BCAA loss and results in building lean body mass instead of losing lean body mass. Magic is what we call this by taking this before a workout. So what does recover do? It reduces muscle soreness after exercise. If I had to say my absolute favorite amped product, if you had to like pin me down, I would say it's recover. Recovery is so important, especially as you age. I'm in my 40s. My muscles take longer to recover from workout to workout. Taking recover before and after my workout has been key to my muscle recovery. So when you take it post-workout, you can take it with an Isoline Pro shake. You can add Isogreens, which we'll go over in a minute what that is, which help buffer lactic acid buildup. And you can take your Ageless Essentials at that time. And you can also put Ionics in your post-workout shake, which we're going to go over in a minute. So here's some friends of mine, and I'm sure, wink, I know, they all use Recover. So here's my friend Amanda that I've been talking about. She's awesome. These are pictures from a half Ironman that we did together. Right after she crossed the finish line, I gave her a big super embrace because I was so proud of her. It was her first half Ironman, and she's also a half marathon competitor. So this is what Amanda has to say. Amanda's actually a nurse practitioner in Illinois with a passion for endurance athletes. I love to run. It did not become a passion of mine until later in life. However, I finished my very first half marathon 4 years ago, and I've been hooked ever since. I started using Isagenix in June of 2015. I immediately saw a change in my workouts. I was PRing my runs, and my workouts were so much stronger. I shaved over 30 minutes off my half marathon time. I honestly feel like I'm flying when I run. Last year, I began training for something way out of my comfort zone. At the encouragement of my friend Tara, which is me, I registered to compete in a half Ironman. I was scared to death. At the age of 37 years old, I did not have a clue how I was ever going to compete in the 70.3 miles required. I trained most days by swimming, biking, running, and lifting weights. I fueled my body prior to the race with Isoline Pro shakes every day. On intense training days, I fueled my pre-workout with Nox, Nitro, Recover, and Ionics. I replaced electrolytes with Hydrate during my long rides. When race day came, I felt so prepared mentally, but was terrified how I would feel physically during and after the race. After all, it was the hottest day of the year, 103 degrees, and she's telling the truth. I was there. For 6 days prior to the race, I loaded with Nox each night before bed. I took my Rocket Fuel, Recover Ionics, and Nitro 30 minutes prior to my swim. I used fuel during the bike ride and made sure to drink 4 32-ounce bottles of Hydrate and electrolytes prior to the run. I also had a few protein balls and bars made from the Isoline Pro shake, almond butter, and a few other ingredients. I had another Rocket Fuel prior to my run. I crossed the finish line near the 6-hour, 30-minute mark. I never could have powered through this incredible strenuous race without the fuel of Isagenix. I really believe that it made all the difference. I woke up the next morning expecting to be sore and unable to get out of bed. I had experienced this in the past with half marathons prior to Isagenix, so I fully expected it. I was wrong. I did not have one sore muscle on my entire body. You are never too old to start something new. When you have the right fuel and nutrition, your body can do amazing things. If you asked me 10 years ago if I would ever do a half Ironman, I would probably laugh. Now I know what is possible. I know that I am the healthiest I have ever been. There is no looking back for me, only forward to the next race. Let's move on to Ionics. When do you use Ionics? You can use pre, post, or both, or before or after a workout. You take it 30 to 45 minutes before or within 30 minutes after. It's safe for ages 18 plus. And the Ionics has many components, and this is specific for our athletes. It helps enhance endurance capability. It improves glycogen metabolism, and it elevates cardiovascular functions, all things that we need as athletes. And if you use it after exercise, it helps your body recover from the physical stressors that are placed on it. Isogreens, yum, yum. You can use these up to 3 times a day, and they're safe for ages 4 and over. My kiddos, they don't even know that I put these in their shakes. So what does it do? It's an antioxidant. It helps alkalize our body. We want to have an alkaline body. It helps our skin be more taut, for those of you that have lost some weight and want more elasticity in your skin. And it helps buffer the lactic acid buildup in muscles after exercise. That's key right there for an athlete, buffering that lactic acid buildup. So what's in the greens? There's a veggie protein, there's wheatgrass, and it has the combination of 30 different vegetables, herbs, and botanicals in it without any harsh stimulants or chemicals. Absolutely amazing. So let's talk about the Isoline Pro. I've talked about this throughout this whole presentation, but let's get into detail, because our Isoline Pro shakes rock. I mean, totally rock. You want to use within 30 minutes after exercise. It's ages 12 and over. So what is in our protein shakes? Our protein shakes are undenatured whey protein, 36 grams of it. And undenatured is a process using a low temperature, high filtration system. Most whey produced in the United States is denatured. Our whey protein comes from New Zealand, from cows that are not shot with antibiotics, and they are grass-fed in a pasture. So there are no hormones. It's actually against the law in New Zealand to actually do any of that to any animals. So we source our whey from New Zealand. The problem with denaturing the proteins is that it breaks apart the protein and makes the amino acids much less bioavailable for the body to use. That's why Isagenix does it right, everybody. Isagenix has undenatured whey protein, the highest quality. In these shakes, there are 5 proteases. A protease is an enzyme that breaks down the proteins and the amino acids. Proteases improve digestion, and proteases break down toxins and unwanted waste and improve our immune system. They also have 70 minerals that we cannot get just from eating food, 20 amino acids, which include 8 essential and 12 non-essential. So what is an amino acid? Amino acids in food make up protein. When protein is digested, it is once again broken down into specific amino acids that are selectively put together for different uses. These new proteins formed in the body are what make up our skin, eyes, heart, intestine, bones, and of course, muscle. So amino acids are so important to athletes. These shakes also have prebiotic fiber, which nourishes the good bacteria already in the large bowel or colon. Probiotic fiber, which facilitates gut health, and the fiber can help move things along in your digestive tract. And glutathione, which is considered the mother of all antioxidants. Glutathione is a combo of cysteine, glycine, and glutamine. And glutathione is a master detoxifier and maestro of our immune system, and we all want strong immune systems. Now that you got to know what's in our protein shakes, why are Isagenix Isoline Pro shakes unique? And I'm just going to give you a little bit of background here. Let me give you a background on the 2 ways our bodies digest protein. You have the anabolic pathway, where there's no nitrogen waste. And then you have the catabolic pathway, which is where there's metabolic waste through your urine, stool, and loss of energy. Now, as athletes, if we're ingesting protein, you want to make sure that your body is utilizing that protein through the anabolic pathway, not the catabolic pathway. So a recent study result showed that, and it was done with the Isoline Pro shakes, that the 5 proteases in the shakes that I talked about in the last slide are sensitive to temperature and time. So what the study found was that heating the shakes to 100 degrees Fahrenheit and letting them sit for greater than 40 minutes resulted in 90% net protein utilization. And on the next slide, I'm going to tell you why this is huge. Okay, so let's compare Isagenix Pro with other things. So let's compare it to soy protein shakes. Soy protein shakes has 17% net protein utilization, which means 83%, if you're drinking a soy protein shake, is wasted. It's going through, like I put back here, go back. It's going through your urine, stool, and loss of energy. Fish, meat, poultry have between 28 to 36 net protein utilization and 64 to 72% waste. Egg whites have actually an 18% NPU and 82% is wasted. Now, which door would you choose? Behind door number 1, you have the 17% net protein utilization. You know, we talked about that, how the body uses an amino acids and that needs all that good stuff. And behind door number 2, you have 90% net protein utilization as an athlete. Let me ask you, which product would you choose to put in your body? I'm not a betting girl, but I think I'd choose number 2. I work really hard at working out. And the last thing I want, the best thing I want is to get the most use out of the product that I'm putting in my body post-workout. So things to remember: amino acids drive protein muscle synthesis. Resistance, strength, and endurance exercise all stimulate muscle protein synthesis. That's a hard word to say. Post-exercise protein feeding within 30 minutes, that's a key right there, within 30 minutes of finishing exercise, further boosts muscle protein synthesis. So eating more protein alone doesn't build muscle. Protein is used as energy if insufficient carbohydrates and calories are consumed along with the protein. So that's why with 280 calories, 36 grams of undenatured whey protein, 6 grams of fat, and 21 grams of carbs, this combination makes it the ideal post-workout shake. So how do you combine all the Isagenix products for best results? You know what? I could put 1,000 people in the room and ask them this question, and they will all utilize Isagenix in a different way. So everyone is different. I want to emphasize that. Just because I have something written here does not mean that this is how it has to be done. So this is what I do. I take rocket fuel. Okay. Now you have a couple of different combinations of rocket fuel. You can do number 1 is natural accelerator, and then amp power, ionics, amp recover, and an e-shot, all with some water. You mix it all together, and you take that 30 to 45 minutes prior, or amped nitro, ionics, and recover before. Because remember, amped nitro has the caffeine in it. So that kind of eliminates the power in the e-shot. Now, if you're exercising later in the day, nitro probably is not the product you want to go to because it does have caffeine in it. You want to use hydrate during exercise and drink your Isagenix Pro with your Isagenix recover within 30 minutes after exercise with another scoop of ionics if it was a really hard workout. Your complete essentials with Isagenix is also key to take right after a workout. So what to do if you want your body to be in fat burning mode before doing cardio exercise only? If you want to do fasted cardio, yet you still want to take some type of product before, then I recommend only taking an e-shot and a half a scoop of power or 1 scoop of nitro. This will put your body into fat burning mode. Whereas the rocket fuel is not considered fasted cardio. So if you want to burn fat, on the bottom of your screen there, that's the formula you would follow. And that's if you exercise first thing in the morning. If you're lifting weights, then you want to drink rocket fuel prior to your workouts. There's one fit gal, Isagenix gal. Okay. So things to remember. Amino acids drive muscle protein synthesis. Resistance, strength, and endurance exercise all stimulate MPS. Post-exercise protein feeding further boosts MPS. So like I said before, and I'm repeating here, that I'm repeating it because I think it's important. Eating more protein alone does not build muscle. Protein is used as an energy source if sufficient carbohydrates and calories are consumed along with protein. This is the reason why our protein shakes have 280 calories, 36 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, and 21 grams of carbs. This combo makes the ideal post-workout shake, whether you're a football player, cyclist, runner, swimmer, field hockey player, bodybuilder, bikini competitor, or CrossFitter. Our Isoline Pro Shakes are Informed Sports certified, which ensures peace of mind that these products are safe for competing. Oh, a common misconception is that all we do with Isagenix is drink shakes. That's the farthest from the truth. Eating alkaline, anti-inflammatory, whole foods are the key. Athletes can eat between 2,000 and 5,000 plus calories a day, depending on their workout schedule and their sex. Being a successful elite athlete comes as a direct result of your training, nutrition, and supplementation to fill the gaps where our food is nutrient deficient. How can your body burn fat? So like we talked about in the previous slide, you can take our little fasted combination of supplements before. But according to Dr. Michael Colgan, founder of the Colgan Institute, food before exercise prevents fat loss. If you eat food before exercise, your body will use that food instead of your body fat for fuel. Dr. Colgan also stated that your body will not burn fat without lean muscle mass. That means that by incorporating resistance or weightlifting, like Sue is on the right, that's my girlfriend, or Gail and I are doing in our picture there, in your normal routine will assist with fat burning. If you don't have enough muscle, then you can't burn fat. Fat doesn't burn fat. It just hangs out there. Muscle burns fat. So if you're a long endurance, there's me and my dad. Oh, I love him right there in the middle. There's my friend Dawn and my friend Joni, and oh man, is that Jenna and Denise? So during long endurance exercise, your goal should be consuming 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates every hour. You can get this with a combination of 1 packet of fuel, which is 22 grams of carbs, and 2 scoops of hydrate, which has 9 grams of carbs. Now, workouts more than 3 hours require 80 to 90 grams of carbs per hour. So you have to be really, like, if you're dialed into your nutrition when it comes to real endurance athletes, you really should know these numbers that I have on the screen here. Here's some results of a published research study using Isagenix. A study published June 1st of 2016 had 2 groups of highly trained, physically active women that followed the same training protocol. The women were either assigned to the Isagenix group, 5 to 6 meals per day, consuming 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, or the control group, following a meal plan consisting of 5 to 6 meals per day at 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. Both groups followed the same training protocol. After 12 weeks, the Isagenix group showed significantly greater reduction in arterial stiffness, nearly twice as much improvement in upper body and core muscular endurance, and nearly 5 times greater upper body explosive power. And here is the link to all of the Isagenix published research articles. I love Isagenix. They back everything up with research, independent studies from Skidmore College Research. And we can't forget about our guys. There's my husband right there doing a pull-up with his fingertips. He is almost 55 years old. And there's Denise and her husband. So a study published in October 4th, 2016 had 2 groups of highly trained, physically active men that followed the same training protocol. The men were assigned to be part of the Isagenix group. They ate 5 to 6 meals per day while consuming 2 grams of protein per kilogram body weight, or the control group followed a meal plan consisting of 5 to 6 meals per day at 1 gram of protein per kilogram body weight. After 12 weeks, the Isagenix group experienced significantly greater improvements in upper body strength, lower body explosive power, aerobic power, and lower back and hamstring flexibility. And again, here is the link to the research articles if you would like to see the entire published article. Even Men's Health magazine recognizes the Skidmore study, dated February 8th, 2017, online. This speaks volumes for Isagenix. It's not about simply eating less calories and doing more exercise. It's about eating the right foods at the right time and incorporating a combination of exercises that most effectively promotes health and fitness. Oh, I cannot leave out Bruce. Bruce is from a town neighboring to mine, so I'm going to read a little bit about Bruce here. He is 54 years old, male from Illinois, started using Isagenix August 1st, 2016. After losing a lot of weight with Isagenix, he was ready to start exercising. So on November 5th, 2016, he started going to CrossFit at Newton Elite Fitness. He thought he was in over his head at first, but right from the start, he decided to challenge himself by joining the younger group at CrossFit. He could barely do a sit-up, push-up, or a burpee, but he was ready for the challenge. On January 1st, 2017, Bruce started to integrate Amped Knox, Power, Recover, and the Isoline Pro Shakes into his daily CrossFit regimen. Soon after starting to use Amped, he noticed that his workouts were more productive and he felt a lot stronger. Now, 8 weeks later, Bruce can now lift heavier weights, perform more reps, and experiences less muscle soreness after a hard workout. Bruce attributes proper nutrition through food, Isagenix shakes, and the Amped Performance Line to his gains with CrossFit. Bruce even completed a CrossFit competition in 2017. Look at him. That's awesome, Bruce. So thank you for joining me today. And I will leave you with this. Did you know that only 6% of the world's supplements are third-party validated and tested? And Isagenix AMP line is one of those 6%. What that means is Isagenix puts a lot of money into testing the products to make sure that what is on the side of the container is in the container. Only 6% of supplements out of a 75 million, or did I say $1 billion industry per year? $75 billion industry per year, 6% are tested. And Isagenix is one of them. That is why I have linked arms with this company. Nothing out there compares to the quality of Isagenix products. And I hope you are as excited about Isagenix AMP Performance Line as I am. If you're ready to take your performance to the next level, Amped, along with training and clean eating, will get to your goals. If you still have questions or want to learn more, contact the person that invited you to this presentation. And my name is, on Facebook, Tara Heil Higgs. So thank you. Thank you for joining me today and learning all about the Isagenix AMP Performance Line. And if you have any questions at all and don't know how you found this on YouTube, you can always email me at tarahigglifestyle@gmail.com. Thank you and have a super day.